It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we interplay here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Runs over it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 106 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll dump this off to Akers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's a second down. Now back to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Harrison Bunker is on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ballgame.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off. However he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line, I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be a safety. Well, you just said it, Charles. I had to be very hesitant thinking about throwing the football. That's why, safety.
Foul that one under. Worst fears realized.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. It's taken to the 26.
Come on now, let's go.
LA readies for its next possession. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw here on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On the handoff, it's Akers. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
2nd and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Back to throw here. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the ground with a tight end. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The give is to Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. He's going deep for Brown. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 18.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Jones is into the end zone. Touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The ball.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your...
In trouble, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. Complete. Smith has it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to throw now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 43-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Jones again, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Red Dragons continue to pull away here in this first half. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 4. And his throw is incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Under pressure, and down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good footwork at the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. will start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Christian Kirk, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Zach Wilson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for our home team, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Now Bolden on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one over, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Red Dragons take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Akers hit. He coughs it up. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again here with Akers.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer in the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. Evans has got the 1st down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Red Dragons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The football going back to the Rams now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a throw here, hauled in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Quiddy Pay has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up
nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Back to throw here. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it with Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. LA set to take over again on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, Akers. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Akers has got the 1st down and then some. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now a 2nd down and 6. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On 3rd down, Akers, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And judging by our scoreline, they have 6-0 in their future as they look to grind this one down a little. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd.
A give to Jones. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
60 Bison, 34.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw again. Complete. Smith has it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Going right back to Akers. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, unfortunately caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
Now Bolden on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's Jones again on second down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to kick it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.